Hello YouTube, this is Lachlan T 1984 from Melbourne, Australia, and I wanted to make this very brief video about another toy that I've had since childhood. This is a Playskool torch. I've had this torch since I was 6 years old. I believe it was given to me for my birthday. These were quite popular back in the late 80s and early 90s. I knew other people who had these, and we actually had these at the preschool that I attended when I was about 5 years old. So this torch is very old now. It's an incandescent bulb-based torch, obviously, because LED torches didn't exist in the late 80s and into the early 90s. It has red and green colour filters and also a timer. So I'll turn the torch on with the switch on the top, and then under the handle you'll see there's a red button. I used to call it like a safety button. It's basically an activation switch. If I press it, you'll see that the torch has come on. But very soon after you turn it on, the light starts to dim down. It will get dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, as if the batteries are going flat, when in fact they're not. You can see it's doing it now. It's getting dimmer and dimmer until the light goes off completely. It's basically a battery saving function. So if you want to use this torch for an extended period of time, you need to press and hold that button in, which I'm doing. And you can see that the light is on. It's not very bright. I suspect the batteries in this torch are quite flat now. I'll come on to the batteries in a moment, but you can see that the light is glowing. If I turn this knob on the right hand side, if I turn it clockwise, you'll see we now have a red colour filter in front of the bulb. If I turn the knob to the left, it springs into a neutral position and that just exposes the bare bulb. If I turn the knob to the left, now you'll see we have a green colour filter in front of the bulb. So, quite a simple torch, but I loved it as a child. Absolutely loved it to death. I thought it was fantastic. Obviously these days you can buy much better torches with LED bulbs and things, and they're nice and bright and they last forever and today on batteries. This torch takes 2 C-size batteries. The batteries that are in it currently are Duracell batteries, and they've been in there since John Howard was elected Prime Minister of Australia for the 3rd time. So in other words, for those of you who don't know your Australian politics, and I gather that, and I realise that audience overseas won't, these batteries have been in here since around 2002. And they're still working. I actually just pulled the torch out about 5 minutes ago and tried to turn it on and it wouldn't turn on. And I took the batteries out of it and put batteries in from something else and it worked. But now I've put the original batteries back in and it's working again, so I presume the batteries may not have been making good contact. But yeah, many people criticise Duracell batteries for leaking prematurely, and I will say Duracell are not the first brand I buy. I generally buy Energizer batteries. But these batteries are still working okay, amazingly. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe, stay well, and feel free to leave a comment if you have one. Bye for now.